If you're renovating a hotel that might have a different exposure below, you would need to determine the cost of the remodel. If it was $4 million, you would need a builder's risk. You'd also need to insure the structure. If the structure is $3 million and the carrier determines actual cash value is 1.5, then that would need to be built into the policy. If it's a 9-month term, then it would be for that amount of time. One thing to note is that certain builders' risk policies, if they take longer than 9 months, then they'll charge you another full term. They will not extend or prorate. So please know that that is the case if something is not finished. If there is something to be done, that is to be taken into account. There's also the owner's interest policy. An owner's interest policy is something that the owner of the project is going to take into account. This would be an added layer of protection in case the insurance by the general contractor is not sufficient. So you have the general contractor working on the job. They have to have certain limits, and then if that is not in there, they don't comply. Well, if it exceeds that, or somehow the owner is pulled into the claim, then for like a premises liability, then that would be a consideration. There's also products and completed operations. Buying an excess over the owner's interest would also be something that should be contemplated. These are to be considered if you're doing an owner's interest policy and if you're doing a construction project.